Hey everybody, what's up? Big Jason. Welcome to this week's Breakthrough Email Marketing Show. Today we're going to be doing live Q&A. Didn't have time to get everything prepared. I launched the Affiliate Email Warrior product. A lot of the customers that purchased that are on the call. Welcome. Welcome to everybody. Because today I'm answering any and all questions about email marketing. So fire away. And as you can see, I put a little sticky that has a link to the private Breakthrough Email Marketing Show Skype group. Because if you may or may not know, Google Hangouts has a delay, so you can chat with me in real time. And I see Warren Whitlock has just joined. All right, so people are joining, great. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Obviously, if you're watching the recording, you can't do that, but those that are live, where are the rabbits? Okay, Warren wants to know where the rabbits. Well, my little bunny has two bunnies over by the bed, so I can't bring those, but I got these guys. She got these for me for my birthday last year in Mexico. Mi conejas. So again, guys, today's live Q&A. Fire away in the chat or join me on the Breakthrough Email Marketing Show Skype group at breakthroughemailmarketing.com/Skype. This is not, a buddy, discuss whatever group. It's specifically for asking questions and me talking to you guys during the show and about the show. So while I wait for the questions to start pouring in, let me give you an update what I've been up to. Recently, I spent a week in New York with my wife, Little Bunny, attending the MEC Labs Optimization Summit. And I attended with Sam Markowitz and Daniel Sanchez, two high-profile copywriters. And you may or may not know, Sam Markowitz was Gary Halbert's last protege before he died. He was doing a lot of the copy projects when Gary was in poor health. And he's a genius, owns multiple businesses. I'm a partner in one of his businesses right now, and I'm writing emails for another one, actually two. And yeah, so it was fun. Before the event ended, Sam said if they actually had a sign-up form, he'd sign up for the next one already. He enjoyed it and got a lot out of it. So, had a blast. First time hanging out in New York. First time Little Bunny's ever been in New York whatsoever. Had some amazing food. And then from there, we flew to Paris. Paris was our favorite spot for our 3-month honeymoon last year. Got married in on July 13th, which, yes, our 1-year anniversary is coming up. Thankfully, I have remembered. I would be in deep doo-doo, deep bunny doo-doo if I forgot that. So, had an awesome time in Paris, writing emails. Actually, for Revolution Golf, the #1 golf site on the web, I did their biggest product launch in history. Wrote all the emails, came up with all the strategy, wrote the video scripts, and that I did everything from Spain, the first part of our honeymoon, and then I crushed and did even better on the next launch from Thailand and Paris. And I sent her to some cooking schools because she's a gourmet chef. She always likes to learn new techniques. And this last time in Paris, I got her private lessons with her favorite chef. So that was a blast. And again, I'm just writing emails a lot lately for Sam Markowitz and Caleb O'Dowd. And also, I just became the official Simple Writing System email marketing coach for John Carlton. He's got a current class going on right now, and I just recorded 4 hours with Stan Dahl for the class. So that was a big honor. John Carlton, the living legend. What's up, David? David has joined the Skype group. Awesome. Stuart's here from Anchorage, Alaska. All right, so fire away. What questions do you have for me? If you've typed them in to the Google Hangout chat box and I'm not answering it, it's because I haven't seen it. There's a delay, so that's why I've given you the private Skype group, breakthroughemailmarketing.com/Skype. That's a redirect. It'll load Skype for you and automatically join you to the group. So you can ask questions in real time instead of putting up with this delay. So while I wait for some questions to come in, I'll just tell you a little bit more about the current emails that I'm writing, okay? So I am writing for both men and women in the health and fitness market, specifically fat loss right now, panic and anxiety, and BizOp, and I'm writing my own stuff. Like I said, I just launched Affiliate Email Warrior. It's an advanced course specifically on writing affiliate promo email series. I've done a lot of that from the beginning and now, so I've had some huge results, not just for myself, but for other clients. One time for Main Street Marketing's Fusion, I generated over $360,000 in commissions, and that was missing all of pre-launch. So came up with some really cool strategies that work then, that work now, and I'll be sharing them starting Tuesday. Someone actually just tried to start a call. Do not start a call. You need to see if there's an option to not do that. Do not start a call on Skype, in the Skype group, guys. Come on. I have to see if there's an option to prevent that from happening. So yeah, a lot of awesome stuff. Coming up some really good emails based on proven results, not pulling out from my bum. I have a pretty specific research strategy, and Little Bunny helps me as well. She's a really good researcher, and she's a really good copy editor as well, especially when I'm just wasted from lack of sleep, and I'll write an email and she'll basically rewrite it because she's like, where's my husband? Because I'm so tired and I've just written a crappy email, and she basically takes what she knows that I'm trying to get across and writes it in my own voice. So she's getting really good. She's basically like my main email copy bunny. Been teaching her for a few months. She's getting really good, especially at the copy editing. Now we're just working on the hooks and coming up with stuff from scratch. Once she gets that, then it'll be awesome. All right, so I basically said, hey, come on and ask any question you want about email marketing, and we do not have any questions so far. So I've basically just been rambling for over 10 minutes about what I've been doing. So if no one has any questions, we can just continue on. I've got emails to write for a launch. Carl wants to know, what's your most effective method of research so that you get right down to the deep problem and empathize with the target prospect? All right. So their own language, why should I be guessing or, theorizing what they really need? What's really the issue when, they tell me? A lot of different projects I do. Sometimes it's more than the others, but you go into forums, you find blogs, and especially when the panic and anxiety, I found a lot of blogs and forums where people were just like, screaming and in agony and depression, and they're just amazing language patterns that they were using to describe their problems. So I would say that was number one. Forums and blogs and comments. And you can get comments too for Kindle books or books in general on Amazon as well. Some good language in there, but I find mostly that the forums and the blog post comments give me some of the best research possible. Any other questions? I know we got a top copywriter in here, Carl, Kelvin. So I was saying before I answered Carl's question, I'm writing emails as well, not just for some businesses with Sam Markowitz, the Gary Halbert's lovable Seeing IG protege. I'm also got a product launch I'm writing emails for that I need to get done. So if you don't have a lot of questions this week, that's fine. I will just, we'll hang up and we'll meet again next week. Next week's actually going to be the email X-Files with special guests. Mulder, Scully, Cancer Man, Krychek, the family of inbred email copywriters. Little bunny's laughing. We basically work on our posture every night because it's really relaxing and gets all the knots out from sitting on our bums all day. And so we got a foam roll and we watch old TV shows. And currently we're watching X-Files, the entire series. And ones that we've done recently have been Fringe, probably our favorite, Lie to Me, probably second, Heroes, Breaking Bad, of course, Dexter. So that's an idea for you right there. Improve your health, improve your posture, think clear, have more energy, work more efficiently, write emails more efficiently by working on your posture and coming up with some really cool ideas, hooks, and strategies by watching really killer TV shows. Oh, looks like Francis has got a question, I think. I thought. Actually, I think she does. Let me see here. What kind of personal URL technology am I using? I'm going to assume okay, how important is email personalization? Great question. I was once at a conference, internet marketing conference. There was this big guru, one of the most well-known, saying, don't use people's first name, it doesn't work. Immediately I turned around, I said, don't listen, he's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Just because he sucks at personalization doesn't mean you have to. So I've said that in the Simple Writing System, email marketing teachings, that don't let gurus or self-appointed quote-unquote experts project their fears, their failures, and their sexual inadequacies onto you. Just because they suck doesn't mean you have to suck. And the common misconception about using person's first name is that's what personalization is all about. It's not. There's tons of ways you can use personalization. And first name is just one. Now, a big reason why experts say it doesn't work anymore is because they all use it the same way. And for the subject line especially, I hear really stupid comments about, well, no, they're not going to believe it's a personal email to them. Well, dummy, that's not why you would use it in the subject line. You would use it in the subject line to get their attention. And then, of course, you'd use a specific curiosity with specificity combined with their first name, especially if all your competitors are listening to these quote-unquote experts like, oh, I shouldn't collect first name, shouldn't use it at all. Then awesome, then why don't you? That's the way to differentiate yourself, is when people are listening to complete nonsense. That's when you can be different. Kind of like don't email at night. I've had some really good success at night. When I did a product launch with $1 Million Mike Morgan, we were 50-50 partners, and our top affiliate when we launched was Friday. They emailed Friday evening. And another way, Francis is asking about how the heck did I use personalization in my email where there was a bunch of bunny rabbits and they were pointing at a sign and there was a result from an email, which experts, they never have. They never have actual results. It's out of their bum. They pull this nonsense out of. And it's got results. It's got the number of clicks, number of conversions, and the amount of money made by the email. And it says, OMG, just look at first name, kicking ass with their affiliate emails. So how did I do that? It's a script. And that's just one way you can do. You can use it as a pattern interrupt. No one's using first name, so you can use a pattern interrupt. I never use dear so-and-so. I say, hey first name sometimes, or what's up, so-and-so, how you been lately, so-and-so. But I never go dear so-and-so, or just start off the email with first name, comma, blah, blah, blah. I don't use it like that. So those are some tips about personalization that you can use. Any other questions? Other ways you can use personalization in your emails is purchase history, behavior. Like, sorry guys, but I'm going to be stalking you now because I know for a fact that you signed up for one of my shows. I know the topic of the show. Well, today is just general email marketing questions, so that's not that specific and maybe not that useful. But on other shows, I know who signs up for deliverability specific shows, for affiliate marketing specific shows. So I have a record of everybody. So now I can target specific offers, specific emails for those people. All right, so just a couple examples you can use with personalization. Purchase history, what they've bought before, what the links they've clicked, what offers they've responded to, and like I said, what shows they actually sign up for. What do I do to make my emails dynamic and not too samey? Well, again, the personalization. I mean, who else is sending their subscribers a graphic of bunny rabbits pointing at a sign and referencing the subscriber's first name? One, me. So that's one instance. And like I said, watching TV shows, coming up with ideas, browsing forums, browsing blogs, get on Google Alerts and put in your niche key phrases, the common language that people are using, and stay up to date. Current events. And, if your market, a lot of people are believing the stupidity of plain text works better than HTML, that's another way you can stand out. Or if they're all using those stupid single columns that look like crap on mobile phones, do the opposite. Stand out. Again, personalization, related images with specific reason why, not just to be there. What's the best time of day to send affiliate emails? You mentioned Friday night. Does it make a big difference or the weekend? I'm not a big believer in that. There's some good theories on when's the best time, like don't send when they're hungry. No, just because that product launch I did with Mike Morgan, our top affiliate, first started sending emails on a Friday night. Doesn't mean Friday night's the best, okay? It's different for everybody. You got to figure that out for yourself. And a lot of time, that's just, detecting the pattern. And just measuring. All right. Some good questions. Any more? Anything and everything about email marketing? Yeah, definitely. I would. I always collect first name. Sometimes I collect first and last name. I want lead quality versus quantity. If they don't want to give me their first name, I don't. That's just my way I look. I don't want them on my list. Make it harder in some cases, not easier. Like I see a lot of big companies come to me and they're like, okay, how do we improve things? Our deliverability is crap, our conversions are crap, and you look at their opt-in form and it's some stupid one weird trick and it's really blind, not very specific. So they're getting a lot of opt-ins, but they're crap opt-ins. So basically think of it as a dial, all right? You can turn it up to increase the quantity, or you can turn it down to increase the quality. And, not in every case, but for me personally, I tend to turn it down to go for quality. Do I use single or double opt-in? I use single. Not that I don't ever recommend it, but personally, I like single opt-in. I actually am good friends with the deliverability guy for ReturnPath, the world's leading company on deliverability, and he's worked with deliverability for Verizon and Eloqua, and he speaks at all the major email marketing conferences. And he even told me that there's no evidence that, in all cases, double opt-in is better than single opt-in. He's seen cases where single opt-in lists have better response than double opt-in. So it's not about single or double, it's how you treat your list. So you can do double opt-in and have horrible deliverability, horrible response if you don't do things right. If you violate the expectations that you set at the beginning, if you just send crap, whatever. And same thing with single opt-in. You can treat your subscribers right and meet their expectations and over-deliver and get way better conversions and way better deliverability than double opt-in. So it's all about how you treat your lists in some cases. Good question. As a copywriter, what would you suggest charging for emails or a series? Reasonably good copy skills. A lot of times it's going to depend on how many. That's a tough one. I don't know. I never have a set price where someone says, hey, how much for this? I never go, oh, it's going to be this. I got to think about a lot of things. It's the niche, how much work is going to be involved. Do they already have a launched product that's making money? Do they already have an email series? Am I optimizing the email series? Am I adding additional emails? Or am I rewriting everything? So a lot of things come into play. But if you're an email response warrior customer, I'm going to do a little pop-in with a link if you want to check that out. But in the Email Mad Scientist section under metrics, if you know how to track the revenue and you know how much money you bring to the table, you can charge more. So typically me, I usually don't work with people that are not making already. Sometimes I do, but the majority of the time there are bigger companies with big lists who are already making money and they want to make more money. That's my specialty. Adequacy is the enemy of excellence. People are leaving money on the table all the time. And people realize that, and that's what I do. If you need to get back to chat, just along the top there's chat, polls, attendees, if you want to check out who's on. So you can click back to chat. The biggest barrier for good deliverability is not starting off the relationship right, and apathy and neglect. Stop obsessing about what to write and just keep writing. And if you measure your metrics, you'll know if it's being effective or not, if you need to change things. But yeah, starting off things crappy, and then even if you start off things good, and then just apathy and neglect, not mailing your list enough. Doesn't mean you need to mail every day. There's a lot of BS about that. Mailing every day is as old as I've been online and working online, making a lot of money for both myself and clients. It's 1996. It's nothing new. And people that say that everyone should mail every day, they're idiots. They're pulling it out of their ass. Every single case that I've heard, it's a case of not emailing enough. And if you just switch automatically to every day, it's not every day that's the key. It's the frequency. So if you're not emailing enough and all of a sudden you start emailing a lot, you're going to get higher results. But it doesn't mean that's optimal for you. Everybody's different. It's your list, your niche, your market. Got a question from Jen. Do we need to brand ourselves? Not necessarily. I always put it this way to people, people buy from people. They don't buy from companies. They don't buy from emails. So the idiots telling you that plain text is more personal, which is just absurd and just based on crap coming out of their bumhole, stop hiding. Put yourself out there. You can use yourself, you can use your family, you can use your pets like your bunny rabbit or bunny rabbits. And, that could just be a simple form of branding right there. As far as like headers and your company branding, no, I don't think you really need to do that. Again, like they say, make every word tell, make every image tell as well. Okay, so don't just put a header to have a header. What content versus promo ratio do I recommend? I don't recommend a ratio. I think you can promote in every email if you do it right. One of the strategies I do sometimes is the future pace, then promote. So you future pace the coming content, really good curiosity with specificity. And then for now, then you go into your little story, your little pitch. So let's go back to the what should you charge. Again, it's kind of tough to say. So I would just say, again, you need to know what you're worth. What have you done in the past? If you're tracking things, and again, if you're an email response warrior customer, you know how to track these things. So you can tell them, and you can have numbers. You've probably seen my screenshots of actual results. A lot of people, they show results from total revenue, and then they lie to you that it's all from email, which is total BS. And a lot of people that do it, I know for a fact that they're lying. So you see my screenshots are specific from email. So if you have that, then you know what to charge, you know your value. But if you're going to guess, I don't know, $1,500 for a series of 12 emails, or 7 to 12. Again, that's a tough one. Sorry I can't give you a little more concrete. Any other questions? I'm getting really hungry. Hi, little bunny. So, any other questions? Oh, for the content versus promo ratio, there's another thing about a blog. A blog is another way to, be sending out frequent content, and then you can have, your pitch at the end, even just a banner. You saw my pop out for email response warrior. It's like email experts hate him, the little banner. So you can put that at the end of your blog post. So that's my little banner right there. It's off of the language professors hate him type thing. All right, we've been going over 30 minutes. Again, look forward to next week, Email X-Files. And again, if you're in the chat, what you can do is find it in the left-hand column of Skype, right-click it, and there's an option to add to favorites, so it's always at the top. And that way you can ask questions better during future shows, which I know you're going to be on. So once again, this is Big Jason. Thanks for attending the Breakthrough Email Marketing Show. Typically, Thursdays, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm off to feed, and I will see you next time. And again, if you want to check out my course, Email Response Warrior, emailresponsewarrior.com. And I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.